right? Can you tell us some of the other ideas you have for Edinburgh 500? How will Edinburgh 500 will be benefiting from this UNC government in office?
No, I mean, everywhere will be benefited from a UNC government in office. Not specifically Edinburgh 500 only, throughout my constituency of Carney Central. Edinburgh 500 is part of Carney Central, and what you're seeing here this morning is the first initiation by myself with Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, the Honourable Philip Watts, who came here this morning to look firsthand of what the condition of the recreational ground facilities, and he's working with me to upgrade it. So I've left it up to, and I'm sure, given his drive, that Edinburgh 500 grounds will get the kind of love and attention to bring it back to the high standard that the Edinburgh 500 people are accustomed to. So it has been neglected, but I'm trying to change that around.
All right. And
As far as other areas in Edinburgh 500, I know they have some concerns by the residents of a couple of things, infrastructural as far as roads are concerned. So that is being given a high priority along with all the other roads throughout County Central, not specifically only Edinburgh 500. There are many different roads throughout County Central, especially in the Grand Couva area, the Arena Road area, Mission Road, which is in a far deplorable state that what it is in Edinburgh 500. So I have taken note of the conditions of certain parts of Edinburgh 500 as far as the roads are concerned, and it will be given attention along with all the other roads. There's a other area that I have a concern with, the Bailey Bridge and the traffic buildup. I am looking at that with traffic management, and also working with the Minister of Works and Infrastructure in respect to that Bailey Bridge. So I ask the residents of 500 to bear with the government a bit, because it takes time to put things in place, but I just want to assure them that I understand their concerns, and I'm trying to alleviate as best as possible in the shortest time frame.
beautiful. Well, you answered some of the other questions I was going to ask, but one more question. The Edinburgh 500 Community Centre, right? The residents are complaining that they do not have the full use of the community centre due to other activities that is taking place there. What are the short-term, long-term plans that you all have for what is taking place there? Like, for example, the school, also to get it back in use so we as the community can use it as it was built for?
Well, I understand the concern of the community center that is housing the school presently that was burned down a couple of years ago. We are looking at that, but suffice it to say, while I understand the concerns of the residents of trying to have full maximization and usage of the community center, and I thank them for being patient and having the schoolhouse there. I just want to remind not only Edinburgh 500 community, but throughout County Central, there's a particular school called the Presal Primary Government School that has been in a Presal Community Center for the past 12 years, just under, about 11 years. They had, under the last administration, the PP government, they had built a new primary school. It was 70% completed, and the past government, PNM government, neglected completing that school and has housed those children in a very small community center. And the people of Presal has not had access to their community center for the past 11 years. But that suffices to say, Edinburgh 500 Community Center, again, we understand the concern of the lack of use. It's a new facility, a very nice facility, but everything takes time. I don't even think the last administration, when they demitted office, had any plans of building back that Londonville Palmies school in any short time frame. So we, as a new administration, have to develop and work with the Minister of Education in ensuring that school is built in the shortest time frame for the people of Edinburgh 500.
Right, and the final question now, which I myself am involved in, right? In replacement of the community center, there's another facility that can be used. There's a big auditorium at the Village Plaza in Edinburgh 500. Right? Can't that be utilized to replace the community center that is not available to us? And you, as the Minister of Housing, who is also responsible for the Village Plaza, is it something that you can put in place?
Well, that whole Village Plaza, we are looking at it from a HCC point of view. I know some, I would call them senior citizens from the community of 500 had approached me to see if I could have offered or utilized part of the Village Plaza to be able to have recreational facilities for the senior citizen. I'm working with that with the chairman of VGC, and so we are looking at something how we can shape the Village Plaza to be utilized in some sort of facility for the people of Edinburgh 500. But I would not want to say much more at this point in time, but it is in the works.
Thank you very much, sir.